Floss Tube. This is Christy from SaltyStitcherDesigns. It is the 31st of July. I'm back with another Floss Tube video, Floss Tube number 12. I wanted to first welcome all my new subscribers to the channel. Thanks for joining me. This is a channel about cross stitch, sometimes beading if my sister joins, and if my mom chooses to join, it's sometimes punch needle. But today it'll predominantly be just cross stitch. Let's see, I have a few announcements, have some whips to show you, some haul, and some plans. So I'm going to jump right into it. So my first whip that I wanted to show today is We the People. This is one of my original designs. Let me get it up close so you can read it. I know I'm a little late on the patriotic stitching, but I enjoy stitching it nonetheless. Using some 28 count linen, just run-of-the-mill linen that you can purchase at Michael's. I'm stitching it 2 threads over 2 threads of linen, and I'm using some classic Colorworks thread. I've shown this thread before. It's just gorgeous. This is Blacksmith Blue, Antique Lace, and Cupid. And then for the stars, I'm using the DMC Etoile Blanc, which is nice and shiny. You can maybe see some of the sparkles in it. So that's coming out very nicely. I only have a little bit, but I'm going to continue plugging away at We the People. The second whip I want to show you is my Persian Marriage Rug. It's the Persian Marriage Rug. If you want, I won't read the description again. If you want to know what the meaning and significance of it is, I have. I did that in the last few videos. And this is stitch count 114 by 112. I'm using, again, a 28 count even weave, and I'm stitching it 2 threads over 2 threads of linen. So earlier I just had roughly half of the rug complete. Well, I should say a quarter of the rug complete. And now I'm working across to get half of it, and then we'll have a little bit more design down here before I add my name, my husband's name, the date we were married, and the location that we were married in. So this is a very meaningful piece to me. So I'm pretty excited to offer it to you guys at the Needlework Expo, and then also to stitch it for myself. Pretty thrilled with that. Let's set that aside. The third whip I wanted to show you is the Island Walkabout, or the Big Island Walkabout. Again, this is my own design, inspired by my last trip to the Big Island of Hawaii and Volcanoes National Park. So these are just some motifs that reminded us, my husband and I, of our trip. And then also, again, visit to the national park with the Chain of Craters Road, culminating with the Sea Arch. So I got a lot of work done on this one. I'm stitching it on some 40 count Zweigart linen. And this is roughly a quarter, a little bit over a quarter of the pattern. I've added the rest of the lava flow, part of the, let's move Bernie down here, part of the turtle, the 2 fish, the totem pole. So it's coming along really nicely. I don't think this picture does it justice. It is absolutely beautiful. And the colors are popping off of it. I'm using, for this one, Weeks Dye Works threads, just all different colors of Weeks Dye Works. And I also have it charted in DMC as well. So I think that's it for whips. That's all I've been working on. I have a couple other whips, but I didn't put many stitches in them this week. So we'll just close at that with the whips part of the program. Some plans. Okay. So during the last Needlework Expo, I purchased the chart O Feathers. And this is by Rosewood Manor. And I just thought it was incredibly fun. I purchased it with the hopes of stitching it sometime this year. And then I heard that Gary and Ronnie at Garon Stitchery, they were going to do a sale starting in August. So since August begins tomorrow, I'm going to start kitted up today and put a few stitches in it. And hopefully I'll put a few more in during the remainder of the week. So I'm going to stitch it on the Vintage Blue Whisper linen, 32 count. It's Weigart based from Garon Stitchery. It's a nice blue color, and I'm using the called for sulky threads, a sulky pack. They're really beautiful colors. I can't wait. This will be my first time using sulky thread, so pretty excited about that. And then also my second plan will be to start my Hawaiian bookmark. This is again my original design. It's a smaller pattern, stitch count 168 by 60, finished about 9.3 inches by 3.3 inches. And I'm going to use 1 to 2 threads of sulky floss over 2 threads of 32 count even weave. And since I haven't ventured into using sulky floss before, I know it's a little bit bigger than regular DMC, so that may change, but right now I think I'm going to start with 2 threads because I like a bolder finish. This is a fun pattern. It does have a bunch of the Hawaiian language stitched into it, and in the pattern I've included the meanings of all of the words that I've placed in there. I plan to stitch on Fortnite Fabric Sandy Bottom. It's a 32 count even weave. That's about the right color. It's as pale as it looks. It looks exactly like a sandy bottom. And I have sulky threads picked out, really bright colors. I really enjoy really bright colors in a pattern. So those are beautiful. I can't wait to start that this weekend as well. Okay, let's go with a few announcements. I am really excited to be able to add to the Needlework Expo all of the designs I showed you today, with the exception of O Feathers, because that's not my design, will be available during the Needlework Expo at the end of August. So if you want one of those patterns, if you'd love to stitch one of them, contact your local needlework shop and request the pattern, and during the Needlework Expo, they will purchase it and then send it off to you. But I'm really excited to add my Angelou back into the items available for Needlework Expo. I was able to finish up the negotiations for rights clearance with Dr. Angelou's estate. So I'll be able to use her quote, her name, and her likeness within the pattern. So this is the pattern that I stitched and proposed. I've made some updates to the quote, made a few corrections to it, and I'll be trying to stitch that up. But this is what the pattern is going to look like. It is absolutely beautiful. I've stitched this on 40 count linen. I believe it was a Fortnite Fabric linen, but I really love this quote and I really love the pattern, and I'm really excited to be able to give that to you during the Needlework Expo. So keep an eye out for it. And let's see what else. I think that's my one big announcement. We'll go to the charity of the month now. Last month's charity of the month was Feeding America. Thank you so much to everyone who donated to Feeding America, purchased my patterns. I made a $25 donation yesterday to Feeding America, and hopefully we can, hopefully that donation will put some food on the table for some individuals that may not be as lucky as you or I. So thank you again. But since it is the end of the month, we have a new charity of the month. This month's charity is going to be the ASPCA. I am an animal lover. Over the years, I've had several rescue kittens. I have 4 cats now, 2 live here and 2 live with my husband in Australia. And we always rescue kitties, and we always try and give stray kitties a good home. So the ASPCA is a very important organization for me. My mom down in Miami, she works a lot with local animal organizations to catch stray cats predominantly, get them spayed and release them back. So important to me to care for the animals, continue to give back. So this month's charity is the ASPCA. So you'll see that in my next blog, and I'll put a link if you'd like to donate to the ASPCA. And again, any portion, well, a portion of any sales that I make or any donations that I receive will go to the ASPCA at the end of the month. So thank you to everyone in advance for that. And I think I have some haul to show. Hold please, I need to go just out of reach. Stand by. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for that. Okay, so the first piece of haul, I saw these online and I always wanted to dabble in new stitches, and I probably jumped in the deep end of the pool. But I purchased a few needlework kits designed by Kathy Reese. The first one is color blocks. Let's see if the glare. I just love all of these colors. Again, I really enjoy bold colors, and it comes with, I don't believe it comes with the fabric, but it does come with all of the thread needed for that. Look at those colors. I think I was sold just with all of these colors. I have no idea when I'm going to stitch these, but it is gorgeous, and it is definitely going in my stash. The second one I purchased is called Tahiti. Again, Kathy Reese. This appears to be a little bit smaller, so I probably should start with this one. And again, it comes with all of the colors. And finally, I purchased, again, Kathy Reese, Bora Bora. Again, absolutely beautiful. This is definitely on kind of my bucket list of stitching. And I think that's about it. Again, wanted to thank all of my new subscribers. Wanted to thank everyone who keeps coming back to my channel. I truly appreciate it. This is, stitching is just something that helps me turn off after a hard day's work. And I'm thankful to have the community to engage with, both on Floss Tube and online. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.